All right, what's up, Katie Creepback on the field? So I will go ahead and start off with a week one recap. And I want to see those Stephen A. Because I get my black guy cover right. Stephen gonna sue me for this. But here he is, right now one. This is a game recap. Lamar Jackson had one touchdown, no interceptions. Patty Mahomes has one touchdown, one interceptions. Pacheco has one touchdown, had a great one in the 15 carry yards and 45, and of course Lamar Jackson has 16. Derek Henry, without a doubt, and he is a great for that Derek Henry. One touchdown for him, and that's look great for the Lord Savior himself. Xavier Worthy, the man I've been talking about, was this guy here. He had one touchdown all time long here. But a long snapper was the team. Had 21 young yards, 20 carries, 72 yards, 2 touchdowns every single rushing teams. One every single freaking team that ever selected. With C. Rice, hell, that guy's pretty good here. But I say with C. Rice get a lot better. Juju Smith got nothing. That's what I gotta say here. But a fumble losses, this is a problem. I say it like he has so close with the foot in the boot, and he has nothing to do about it. Until then, when Isaiah did nothing, also he didn't with half special. I say this is man, I couldn't get it worse. Not even one team. The defense. The Ravens defense needed to work on that one. Even if they were Abajo, they had to do something. Cal Fenoy was hurt. He had a little eye sore, really, guys. You need to get his ass up. Now I'm saying this, but the things got hell of a change. When did the games come in? Not me, but also to be good. Defense needed to work together. But the Kansas City defense had to be great and run good enough. Let's go to Packers and Packers and the Red Eagles in Brazil. São Paulo game. Well, let's see what happens. São Paulo game here. 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns for Jalen Hurts. Jordan Love, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. And why would Jordan Love? Well, this man got hurt. Man's really got hurt on this side. He be out for the season, but this has got to be one problem in the Packers. They're not going to be able to play out. They made the playoffs last year, but that's the case. Malik Willis has 0 dings, had another touchdown. Not even good enough. Saquon Barkley had 2 touchdowns. What's a touchdown? I take it up. Barkley, the qualifier, he had a rushing touchdown all the remarks game. It got to be a 1 to life. If I could say Saquon Barkley is pretty good, that's good enough. Without Jason Kelsey, Barkley's a good guy. So let's good enough for him, right? Right. A.J. Brown, he is from pretty good for the free agency style, but I hope we get a free agency in the deadline. That might be good enough for A.J. And he's got 1 touchdown. Also, he plays great, but I say good enough for Saquon Barkley and everybody else. But J.D. Reed, Quentin Watson, 2 touchdowns every 1 receiving yards. If that's the case for him, it's good enough for all people. J.D. Reed had 1 rushing touchdown. That's a pretty great start for him. And that's the case what happened. Is that all good enough for the Eagles defense? Put in more work. They put a gun in slow motion. If that's what all the Eagles do, all Eagles do best. Hell, I say they're pretty good. When the Eagles on the move, I say they're all for Horizon, not for everyone else. Well, just new. That's what I got there. Correct the Eagles. Kudos to the Green Bay Packers. Next, we got the Bills and the Cardinals. And what happened to Josh Allen? He made 2 passing touchdowns. Kyler Murray had 1 touchdown. But Josh Allen made a rushing touchdown on 2, and he couldn't enough of him. And the team has 33 carries, 130 yards, 3.9 average, and 13 long yard rushing yards. And they acquired 15 yards. 15. Cardinals had 29 and the 29 carries. Well, 25 carries for the rushing yards. That's going to here and 124 yards for Arizona. Yeah, but that's good to have to say. But James fuck Cancer Connor, who pretty darn good on this game. He had one touchdown. That's where it's good enough here. We got MVS. Pretty darn good on this team. Kurt Samuel for Brooklyn. And then he also pretty good. Why the world down here if Kurt Samuel could do it? That's what he could do. So there you go. Matt Collins, that's good enough. I'm not going to play this damn music because I don't want to do that. No. Defense pretty good here, but Damon Hamlin, hey, two solo tackles. That's all the way he did. But even for Von Miller, he did 2 solo tackles. But it gotta be a one life. The first time I see is where the Buffalo Bills did what they had to do. But certain things in some mind, that's all God Bills, that's what they're going to do when the teams happen. What the Bills going to play against the Dolphins is, that could be a rough while. The money's on the line for the Bills, and if I could say that the playoffs, if I would got to do something, we had to be better. So, I'm going to get that. All right. Next, we got the Patriots and the Bengals. The Bengals took a big fat L. And what happens? They did nothing. Jacoby Brissett, well, he got a little practice. Also, he got to do his best. And why these quarterbacks do nothing. Okay, well, Mondre Stevenson had 1 rushing touchdown. If I could know how to do, that's what got happened special with Mondre Stevenson. If they could play so bad, that's what all to guess. Zach Moss, 1 rushing touchdown on the Bengals. They ain't get to nothing right. Bengals didn't do nothing. The defense didn't do nothing. They have fumbled. 3 fumbles, 2 losses, and 1 receiver. And they have nothing to do. Boy. You gotta love the Bengals in this pit war. But Patriots, however, they can't ever forgive him. Brissett, it's always been good. No interceptions, but these teams, if they can never get when it happen, even for this man Joey Slide, you never become Joey Slide, you never become with him. Next, we got the Falcons and Giants. What I say, turn the football over. Daniel Jones had a bad game. And for what? For what reason? Giants is terrible. After week 1 loss, for everything they do, that's the best reason. Daniels had 22 and 42 attempts. 166 yards. 2 interceptions. Nothing is worried about. Sandor, he's seeing ghosts. He sees everything in the path. But the Vikings had the complete ordinary. Aaron Jones has great work of perfectionist. Justin Jefferson has a great perfection on 1 touchdown. Jalen Nair, 1 touchdown. That's 2 touchdown receiving. But the New York receiving, none. What happened? What happened to Daniel Jones? Nothing. That's what happened here. But for the Giants, they're going to play week 2 against the Commanders with their 2 winless teams. But it's always said and done. That's all I'm about to say about the Vikings. That could be a great representation without J.D. McCarthy. If that's the case with the got problems, they got a problem with the Vikings, they got a problem with me. No, that's all I gotta say. That's great work for that. Let's go. Cross to the Vikings. That's all good enough for everybody. Next, we have what we have today is the Bears and the Titans. And speaking of which, for the Bears, Caleb Williams is pretty darn good. I like to see Caleb Williams, who a pretty great run up, but he could do it better than that. Caleb Williams, he need to work on it, but he's pretty good. 14 and 29 attempts and 64 yards. That's pretty great. Will Levis has 2 interceptions. It did not know why. Why did not Will Levis did not do anything? I know they done nothing. Tony Pollard had 1 touchdown, but he is not always pretty good. Times are very bad this year, but they're gonna be bad this year. DeAndre Swift, Caleb Williams, he will work more. DJ Moore, he good boy. Khalil Mack Herbert, he is only good enough. He's pretty good, but I would say the Bears might be a good running, but I will forgive what they done. Now, where is Tremaine Edmonds? Where is the letter? Okay, so that will be all good. All right, so the Bears all good work on defense. That's pretty great. Will Levis fumble. That's right. Got 3 turnovers. Man, you gotta already be joking. And then that's all I'm about to say this. Bears. Who would know the fall? I would never say the Bears who could be not that bad, but that's a pretty great one here. Womde Aduns. That's his name? Rome Aduns. He has one from one this time. Womde with the first NFL catch comes out of the deflection, and he is always good. But hey, Bears have had a one the mill, but I would say he's good enough. When did the Bears go out there and do nothing? I say they be darns. But the Bears gotta have work on the team. They gotta work on good. Oh, that's Montez Sweat. Solo tackles on 2. That's great enough. 48 solo tackles. That's pretty good at Bears. But the Titans, hey, you sure from Tyreek Stevenson and Jay got the 2 interceptions. That's a great work on this team. DeAndre Carter had a good job on the punt returns. On the 64 yards and the 5 fair catches. No yardage set on the run. Naif and Carlos Santos and Nick Folk. I blame Nick Folk. Oh, Nick Folk, I blame you. I blame this man. But Titans, they took a bit fat L. The Panthers, let me explain. With the Panthers. That they sucked. Bryce Young is a bust.
Is our team wearing white?
Of course it is, stupid! Throw the ball to your teammates, not the defense!
Bryce Young bust. This is a disappointment for Bryce Young on week 1. This is a disappointment for everybody. Andy Dalton, he is pretty good all time of year, but not even close. Andy Dalton sucked. He just sucked it out. Derek Carr, 3 touchdowns. And wow, man, amazing this time. Alvin Kamara and Jamal Williams, the best in the nation in 2 touchdowns. I would say they're really good. But what happened to Panthers? They did it again. They done it again. Why did they do that? But every time in the single year, Rashid Saeed and Foster Morale, who is pretty good, and Jawan Johnson, what did they do? 3 touchdowns. That's pretty good. Taysom Hill made 35 yards and also good enough. That's pretty great. Cedric Wilson Jr. has 1 fumble and 1 loss. I mean, you gotta be kidding me with this team. And where is Shishan? Okay, nothing. I mean, they didn't even start yet. But let's be real, I was never said that. But the defense are pretty good on great. But I don't need no defensive choking. Panthers choked. They did it themselves. Will Harris joined Howden 2 interceptions and great professional game. And Eddie Pinero, nothing in sight. Our team excited and want to do nothing. But let's move forward with the team. So moving on. Steelers and the Falcons. Let me talk about the Falcons with Justin Fields. I'm not impressed with Justin Fields because Walter Wilson is crushable. I will not impress Justin Fields, who pretty good cabin. Will still stick with Justin Fields? I think so too. Kirk Cousins, 2 interceptions. I know I played Kirk Cousins for all this. 2 interceptions. Not a team is sight for him. And I don't care what Kirk Cousins do or what do they. 1 touchdown. It'll be enough. Big enough for everybody. That's a pretty darn running. Doris Pickens at a -10. -10 yards. Jump in to get together. Najee Harris, 70 yards. Justin Fields, 57. Quarter Patterson, 13. If I was Steelers, I will say be careful with yourselves. That's all I gotta say. But the Falcons did not do nothing but the test here. Can I say what the kicker of the year was one man I loved the most? Chris Boswell, 6 for 6. And Chris Boswell is 6. And then, why Chris Boswell, man? You know Chris Boswell is 100% his other team. When all the stuff with Chris Boswell, he is pretty good. For one in a lifetime, Boswell is on the move, on the mark. And Pittsburgh is alone in the top, while the Baltimore sitting there and the Browns, I'm going to talk about the Browns later, are 0-1. 3 winners, AFC North, 1 piss poor. And now Atlanta and Carolina are tied at 0-1. Well, that's the case. It's not good. But kudos to the Pittsburgh Steelers and congratulations. They made a pretty good on the team. So, let's go. The Jaguars and Dolphins. Jaguars did choke by, what am I doing? And then, when in the world is this team to be Jaguars done? I mean, Tyreek Hill is still trying to put the team together, and why do they do that? But they can never forgive. But We all know that they tied by 2017. And Chelsea Sanders are 2 for 3. And Cam Lillard, well, I say Jags who can never do nothing. But that's all I gotta say with the Jaguars. But they did themselves. They're not winning the overtime, and they didn't win it. So kudos to the Jags and the Dolphins. So let's move on. Okay, we gotta talk about the Texans and the CJ. Well, CJ Stroud is pretty good, but I would say he got 2 touchdowns. But now, Andy Rizzo got 2 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. That's a pretty not good for them. But let's go ahead with our CJ Stroud. Could be anywhere at all, but I would say them. Even for them. Takedale is amazing with 19 yards. Joe Mixon, 159 yards. Stephon Diggs, 6 yards with a total of 213 yards. John Taylor had 48 on the Colts, but that's not good enough for him. I mean, let's be real. When everybody on the team can never beat the Texans, somebody got to do something. Texans have a great receiving and rushings. Also, they have great run yards. Let me rephrase for the question. For the Texans, they got to make a playoffs from one big family. If the Texans got to have a little heart and soul, somebody get here. Bring on back in the rain W's. If I would say to Texas, H-Town is the best town. So let's go ahead this time. Kudos for the Colts, by the way. Kudos for the Colts.
And now go Chargers, go.
Even with a horrible miscues. Gordon Minshew made a miscues on the mark. And what they do? Nothing. Well, Khalil Mack receiving, and he did great. I was never see that good enough. What Mack tried to do? 2 solo tackles. That's pretty great one. Samir White has lost the fumble, but that's the problem. Chargers? Hey, kudos to the Chargers. Joey Bosa came back. Asante Samuel Jr., he came back. Justin Herbert came back. He is pretty good on the team, and now that's a great lesson. And that's what the Chargers gonna do. John Harbaugh. So it could be all sort of one team. Herbert is a pretty great quarterback. I would never say we're all good enough. But J.K. Dobbins breaks free the Chargers for the touchdown. He get all happen. With Gus Edwards on the move, he pretty good on the 2019. I say all worthwhile. Kudos to the Raiders. Kudos to the Chargers. That's all I got here to say about them. Okay. Time to talk about the Broncos and the Seahawks. And the Seahawks, Geno Smith, he ain't about to right back. I would say good enough. For Bo Nix, scores his first TD on his rushing touchdown. And then, when also the Bo Nix, he is pretty good on the mark. With 2 interceptions, the Broncos had their non-factor. But Geno Smith, Kenneth Walker, Tyler Lockett, well, let me explain this. Okay, DK Metcalf got 29, and I was beside myself. even for them, not even the um the Seahawks has a way to do the work. They had a ways in the work I do. I'm humbled that they do so. If the Seahawks can take our business in the AFC, NFC West, of course, my ad, even all the team. Kenneth Walker, who has it pretty good, and then some per reason, also they get a great percent of work. So I would say, correct, the Seahawks, that's what's going all working around here. Now we gotta talk about the Cowboys, and the Browns. So let's be frank. Cavante Turpin returns to punt the 60 yards to the house of Cowboys TD. And then what Cavante Turpin do? Cavante Turpin was pretty darn good. And how that one team could be fine. Deshaun Watson, who's made 2 interceptions, is piss poor. So let me see this. Let me see why I say that with Cavante Turpin. The man's amazing. This man was amazing. And I am pretty proud of Cavante Turpin. Was pretty good. And Trevon Diggs, 2 interceptions. Trevor did Eric Kendricks, 2 interceptions. I mean, that's a grateful all for them one great team. 60 yards, man. I mean, I love to see where it goes. But 33-17, that's an all great profession. And Cowboys, well, sooner or later, Zeke is back. Zeke out there had 1 touchdown, and he's back again. But Deshaun Watson has 2 interceptions, and David Njoku, I heard, and he is bad to the cellular phone. Not for what the team could be fine now. Not even teams could everyday lose. But the teams can never forgive why they do nothing. That's stupid as hell. That's stupid. Because of the Cowboys, Deshaun Watson is done. Finished. Finito. Done. Okay. Time to talk the Commander, the Buccaneers. Well, Jane Daniels had rushing touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson had 1 touchdown as well. Hell, you could think Baker Mayfield for Buck, he got 4 touchdowns. Well, Baker Mayfield hates Washington. That's Baker Mayfield hates Washington. That's all I gotta say to him. Well, Kyle Trask has minus 2 yards. And this is bad situation. Jay Daniels scored a pair of rushing TDs in the debut, and I would say they will never forget halfway special. Luke McCaffrey had 3 receiving 3 yards. Terry McLaurin had 2. Yeah, you got 17. But Mike Evans had 2 touchdowns for the Buccaneers and made 4 receiving touchdowns between Mike Evans and Jalen McGillen. Jalen and Chris Godwin. So, yeah. I mean, Bucks. However, the Buccaneers could do whatever do is best, and that's the case for them. But that's pretty good enough. Tyler has we got the ball and we received one. He almost lost it. Well, the defense had a little more work. Some of y'all gotta give. And fell with a sack. That's again work on defense. That's all I gotta say. But they really work on defense with the Commanders because they got command. As for the no interceptions, no punt returns, of course. As for Kate York, this man need to cut him off. Kate York need to cut him off right in a minute. But this is sad for him. Get another kicker. They don't have enough to it. Kate York ought to be ashamed of himself. Fire this man. Because he can't do nothing right. Kudos to the Buccaneers for pretty good all time they need. Now, we're talking about the Rams and Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, face to face. A rematch. So, let's talk when Rams took an L. I was never surprised with the current Rams of Ryan Rivers, but this is a clear day. Puka Nacua was out for the injury, and what happens? They lose by itself. Cooper Kupp was amazing. Kyrie Williams had one was a touchdown. Let me see what he's even. Puka Nacua was out for the injury, and Cooper Kupp made his go-ahead touchdown. And what he did, amazing job. Jameson Williamson had a pretty good. Amante Brown did a little more work. For all this, defense needs more work for both Lions and Rams. They didn't put him on a little more action. They didn't actually do it. For one take, that's all it is. So I would say the correct lines for winning the overtime, that's the pretty good news. But that they needed a lot more work on week 2. There be a lot more work on this one. So there you have it. There you go. Jets and the 49ers. Let me talk about the Jets. Let me talk about the Jets. Robert Saleh. We got a big problem with the Jets, ladies and gentlemen. We got a big problem. So, tonight is over early at the Jets here, buying in. But at this time, Aaron Rodgers out there at the King Hill last season. This is the problem for the Jets. The biggest problem with the Jets is will bad situation go. The biggest problem with the 49ers is Christian McCaffrey is out for an injury. We know there's going to be play in week 2 if he be playing or not. But Brock Purdy, Deebo Samuel, that's pretty darn amazing. Well, let me work on this one. So what's going on? Let's see the receiving. None of the receiving in sight. Not even close. Malik Collins, receiving. That's what we're going to look here. Demetrius, 1 interception. Jake Moody, 6 field goals. Not a team in sight. Every time you see a team, you could never forgive them. I would never forget the time with the Jets on the move. That's a great reception this time. My conclusion is for the Jets, they have a one big great problem, but that's all I gotta say. Took a big fat L on everybody else. So now we gotta say take L's for everyone. For the Ravens, Packers, Falcons, Cardinals, Titans, Bengals, Colts, Jaguars, Panthers, Giants, Raiders, Broncos, Browns, Commanders, Lions, and Rams and Jets. And now we gotta go ahead and get themselves to
take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train.
You lose.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Get the fuck out of here!
well, we all know what eating for dinner it is.
Fresh hot ale. 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 It's over. You lose.
Man, football is back on week 1. What a day. What a day for week 1. But week 2, job's not finished. The job is just not finished yet. And I will be into it. We won't happen this time. We will see what's going to happen again. I think we're going to see what went down with our fight. And I will see the team could get these one. So, on behalf of Hope My Nugget Studios, we hope to see you guys next time. I will talk about Kendrick Lamar in the Super Bowl in New Orleans. And then we gotta see what happens. Alright? Well, get you a sign on DMP. I'm hot out next time. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share my social media platform. Alright? Y'all have a good night. Have a blessed day. Peace. One love, and I'm out. So hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share my social media platform. Peace.
With everybody saying, yeah.
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Please! Please!
What are you waiting for, huh? Oh my god.